Hi everybody, Sheila Chilik here. I just wanted to pop on and just talk about a few things that are a little important to me today. Today, what really upsets me and what I've been hearing a lot lately about is addiction. And I just wanted to talk to you all today about that, my own addiction and also society's addiction. And what does that mean? As a recovery metaphysician, this is what I deal with, but mostly I deal with my own addictions. And I have the label of being an alcoholic and then also a codependent. And when I hear society label people with those labels, I kind of cringe inside. Because, aren't we always, all of us, addicts in some way or another? We are human, right? We all have our flaws. We all have our ways of dealing with things. I am just so grateful that 37 years ago, I decided to do something about my codependency. Things that, I knew that was stopping me from moving forward in my life. And I took responsibility for that and got into recovery for codependency. But I was really in denial because it was 8 years later when I finally got into recovery for alcoholism. And that was 29 years ago. And I'm very grateful for that. But when I hear the words addiction, it makes me sad that society labels us, anybody, people, with addictions as being less than in society. And they're not. We all have addictions, don't we? Think about that. Lately, I've had a real hard time with food, emotional eating at night. I've gained some weight, yeah. Where does that come from? It comes from my addiction of trying to fill that empty hole. That's another addiction. Eating addiction, all right? But we have many addictions. We have anger, resentment, all these things that really society should label too. If they're going to label an alcoholic or a drug addict or a nicotine addiction, maybe they should food addiction, because we're all guilty of that, aren't we? So what really hurts my soul at this time is the labeling that is done by society. And I want you to take a look at that. Take a look at that as really anything that stops you from growing forward is an addiction, isn't it? Your anger, your fear, your resentments. And it's really, it shackles you. It stops you from living a full life, doesn't it? I live a full life today, and I also live with my addictions. My anger, my resentment, my food addiction, I no longer drink alcohol, and I'm not very codependent most of the time. But I do live a recovered life, meaning I'm very aware of what I do and what I've done in the past, and the people I've hurt, and the people that I have grown from. And I do know that it was all lessons that my soul needed to learn. That's why I came here, right? As a soul. So it would be nice if all of us can take a look at that labels. What does it mean to be labeled? It doesn't feel very nice. And really, we're not less than. We're human. We have human addictions. Every single one of us are an addict in one way or another. How do you live with that? For me, I had to step forward and take responsibility for it. I am so grateful today. Because today I can help other people do the same. Just think about it. When you hear the word addiction, what does it mean inside you? What does it conjure up? Maybe it should conjure up something like have compassion, because you don't know the path that they've walked or how they got there to where they are. But it doesn't make them any less than you. You're an addict too, aren't we? We're all addicts. And if we can come to terms with being honest with ourselves and take those shackles off of being addicted to whatever, we can live a more serene life. We can live in this awareness of joy and compassion and love, and no longer be addicted by those things. However, all of us are going to go through it. We're going to learn these lessons, and we're going to do it over and over again. We're going to judge people. We're going to try to control things. Of course, we have those resentments that are deep down inside. But the key is learning to start to have compassion, first of all for yourself, and then compassion for other people. So, I'm going to leave you with that today. And I hope you have a magnificent day. Bye-bye now.